Hey y'all, Camille here from 88 Fitness Training. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to the continuation of our beginners hypertrophy workout series. So today we're going to be focused on the back. So stay tuned. I'm going to take you through some really excellent exercises for building that mass in that back as a beginner. So stay tuned, check it out. So when it comes to building mass in the back, there are so many exercises you can do. It can be quite overwhelming, in fact, especially as a beginner, to know which exercises are the essential ones and the most effective for your time. So when it comes to building muscle in the back, we're gonna wanna start with compound exercises. So a compound exercise is gonna be anything that involves multiple joints and multiple muscle groups. This is going to be the biggest bang for your buck, and it's going to be where you're going to want to start with your back workout. So in terms of which exercise to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with pull-ups. Yes, pull-ups. I know you're thinking, but I'm a beginner and those are hard. Yes, they are, but there's definitely different assist machines that you can do to make sure you're able to do the pull-up, or you can even add bands to make it a little easier until you can perfect it. So let's go ahead, come with me, we'll go ahead and get this in. So the pull-up is gonna be an overhand grip. So my palms are gonna be facing away from me as I come up, and this is gonna really train all of the muscles in my upper back, including my lats. It's a little different than the chin up, which is palms facing you, which is gonna be a lot more bicep. We're here to build back mass, so we want those palms away from us. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into position. We're gonna want this wider grip up here. So go ahead, grab it, and then come up, squeeze, back down, just like this. Again, if this is too difficult for you, go ahead and add a band, or if you're at a commercial gym, there's always an assisted pull-up machine that you can do this. So however many reps you can do, go ahead and get that started. 6 to 12 is a really good muscle building range. If you're not quite there yet, that's okay. Go ahead, use the assist, do as many as you can, and then use the assist to get to the rest of the rep range. But this is where it's really great place to start. It's very, very challenging, y'all. And that's what these workouts are all about. We need to apply the metabolic stress to the muscle fibers to get them to grow in muscle size. That's why this is a hypertrophy workout, because we're trying to get big and strong and grow those muscles in the back. So, all right, so hit your pull-ups first, get your 6 to 12 reps. If that's too easy for some reason, you can always add a weight belt, a dumbbell to your feet. These are really easy to progressively overload. But if you're a beginner, it'll probably take a while to get there. All right, compound exercise number 2 for you is gonna be a barbell bent over row. Yes, barbell, not dumbbell. So we really wanna pick an exercise that, again, is a compound exercise, but one that's really challenging, and that's where the barbell is gonna be. So we're gonna grab the bar with an overhand grip, just like this, and then we're gonna hinge at the hip. We want a nice deep hinge. And then we're gonna pull to our chest and release back down slow. We wanna keep a nice flat back, neutral spine the entire time, just like this. Now the overhand grip on the barbell, that's really gonna hit the upper back muscles, it's gonna hit the rhomboids, the lats, and because you're hinged at the hip, you're gonna get some lower back action too. So it's a little different than an underhand grip, which is gonna be a little more lat dominant. Again, we're beginners, so we're trying to build overall back mass. So I recommend sticking with that overhand grip on the barbell. Most people will find it a little more challenging because they can't use those biceps. They're using mostly back muscles. So that's definitely the overhand grip that you want, the grip that you want. So go ahead, give that a try. It is a fantastic exercise to progressively overload. As soon as you get to that rep range and it's too easy, go ahead, start adding weight plates. I mean, you can add a ton of weight before you max out on this exercise. In fact, it's probably impossible to max out because your lower back will give out in this position before your upper back ever will. So great exercise. Go ahead, give that a try. But you want to hit these two compounds, the pull up and the bent over row first. You really want to burn out those back on these heavy workout exercises before moving on to some of the more intricate compound exercises. So the back workout is a little different than the others in our workout series for beginners because most back exercises are compound exercises. So we're not going to quite follow the same sequence where we did 2 compounds, 2 isolations. But I can tell you, even though most of the exercises are compounds, there's still ways to shift the emphasis to certain areas of the back. And that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to come over to our lat pull down machine and we're going to hit some underhand lat pull downs, y'all. So this is going to really emphasize those lats. Up until now, we've been doing a lot of overhand work, which meant we were working a lot of the upper back muscles, the rhomboids, even the rear delts to an extent. So now we're going to focus on those lats, the meaty part. All right, so we're going to grab our straight bar. I'm going to grab it with an underhand grip, so palms facing me. Then you can come down and really squeeze. Come back up. We really want to stretch those lats out, and then we want to initiate the motion with the lats. Pull down, squeeze. Just like this. Now, this still is a compound exercise. We're still getting a little bit of bicep action in there and other muscles as well, and that's all right. We're looking for overall mass, y'all. I'll take the gains. But in any case, the lat pull down is going to be where it's at. But I would only do the lat pull down after having done your pull-ups and your bent over rows. Really exhaust yourself over there, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to emphasize those lats a little bit. All right, so we're going to wrap up our back beginners workout with a straight arm pullover. So we're at the cable stack. We've got our straight bar, our pulleys anchored up high. We're going to get a good weight. Grab the bar with an overhand grip. We're going to lean forward slightly, and we're going to pull these arms straight down and squeeze. Come up, get a deep stretch, squeeze. Now the straight arm pullover, or any pullover for that matter, is going to be your true isolation exercise. We are only moving at the shoulder joint, opposed to moving at the elbows and the shoulders and the hips. So go ahead and work this in there. It's going to be really great for lat development, especially at this stretch point right here as we initiate that motion down. We're really engaging that lat. So go ahead, work 6 to 12 of these into your routine. Finish out that back workout. All right. Well, there you have it. That is our beginner's back workout for hypertrophy. So just remember some tips. When you're trying to build overall back mass as a beginner, focus on quality over quantity. You really want to perfect that mind-muscle connection and really focus on that range of motion and getting the form perfect. So even starting with the compound exercise that we're doing, do as many as you can, unassisted, with really good form, really good quality. And then if you need to add assistance, go ahead, add that assistance to the pull-ups. Make it a little easier. So pick a good rep range. We want 6 to 12 reps. We really need to expose the muscles to the stimulus for long enough. So if you're doing, 5 or less, that's more of a strength program. You're going to get stronger, but we're not necessarily going to increase muscle size, and that's what we're here to do. So focus on that 6 to 12 reps and progressively overload over time. So we're going to start with those compounds, and then we're going to work in some other compounds, but ones that have more emphasis to certain muscle groups like the lats or like the rhomboids or the upper traps and the like. So pick good exercises. I hope you've enjoyed this video. For more like it, definitely check out the rest of our beginner series. And as always, hit like and subscribe. All right, y'all, Camille, 88 Fitness Training.